The woman brought eggs with her every day, and secretly went to visit the monster in the pool. One was born mute, the other born ugly. Two lonely souls quickly became friends, but in the eyes of the woman's boss, the fish man was merely a research subject with powerful self-healing abilities. To uncover the fish man's secrets, they even intended to dissect him. After learning of the situation, the woman decided to rescue the fish man. First, she secretly moved the surveillance camera while at work. Then she had her friend disguise himself as a garbage disposal worker and drive to the back door to assist. However, after sneaking into the laboratory, the woman was troubled by the iron chains restraining the fish man. At that moment, the doctor in charge of the experiment suddenly appeared. He also didn't want the fish man to be killed for research, so the doctor decisively handed the key to the woman. At the same time, he also explained how to accommodate the fish man. Everything seemed to be going smoothly. On the other side, the friend responsible for assisting ran into trouble. His forged credentials were discovered by the security guard. Fortunately, the doctor appeared once again and defused the crisis. By the time the laboratory's security noticed, they had already driven away. After returning home, the woman filled the bathtub with water and placed the fish man inside. However, seeing how much pain the fish man was in, the woman suddenly remembered that salt water was needed. She hurriedly poured a can of table salt into the water. Seeing the fish man's condition improve, the woman finally let out a sigh of relief. Now they only needed to wait for the canal to connect to the sea, so they could release the fish man back into the ocean. After that, the woman went to work as usual. Since the plan was flawless, her boss did not suspect her. However, the friend who had been taking care of the fish man at home dozed off. When the woman returned home, she found him sitting on the floor in despair. Ignoring his own injuries, he hurriedly told her to go find the fish man. Then, following the handprints along the roadside, the woman successfully found the fish man downstairs in an empty theater. After returning home, the fish man seemed to realize his mistake. Then it placed its hand on the woman's friend's head, and immediately its body began to emit a blue glow. At first, the friend didn't pay much attention to it, but when he woke up the next morning, he found that the bald spot on his head had grown hair. Then he pulled off the bandage on his hand, only to discover that the wound had long since disappeared. Just as he was greatly shocked, the landlord's scolding voice came from outside the door. At this moment, water was continuously gushing out of the woman's room. The friend, puzzled, opened the door to check, and only then did he realize that the living room had already been flooded.